Joy is the new David O. Russell movie that stars Jennifer Lawrence, and it's a... What is this about? I don't even... How am I going to explain this? Okay, so Joy is basically about this entrepreneur who is coming from like this really rough family life, where a majority of her family members are divorced, even herself. And one day she gets this idea to make this really cool mop, and it allows people to wring it out without using their hands and, you know, having to suffer from like cuts or like, you know, broken glass or anything like that within the mop. And the whole movie is basically her trying to work with her dysfunctional family in order to get this mop sold to the market, and her going on QVC and trying to promote it. Now, going into this film, I really don't know. I heard it was being nominated for Best Picture by the Golden Globes, and I was actually very curious, and it had Jennifer Lawrence, and I was just going into it thinking it was gonna be pretty good because she was in the movie, and I love her as a person, I love her as an actress, and she is the best part of the film. However, she's the best part of the film. Really, all the other stuff is like, what? Yes, Jennifer Lawrence is the best part of this film. She plays Joy, she's an entrepreneur, and she kind of symbolizes perseverance in this film, where she has all this negative stuff happening to her within her family and her trying to sell this mop, but she still keeps on going forward into the film, and she is definitely a product of perseverance. Like, if this stuff were to happen to me, like all this negative stuff happened to me while I'm trying to sell a product, I would have probably blown my head off. Yeah. So yeah, the movie had a really good moral. It's just, I guess, the way it was presented, I didn't really care for that much. Like I said, Jennifer Lawrence, absolutely good in this film. Loved her. However, the other characters in the film, I just did not particularly enjoy. Everyone in this film is very unlikable. Like, it's not really explained why they hate each other so much, why they've divorced each other. It just never really goes deep into what the hell happened. Like, the movie starts off, like, where she's a kid, and it shows, like, the pretty nice family life. The dad has, like, a really good business. And then it skips to when she's, like, in her 20s, and everything just goes to crap, and it doesn't really go into much detail on how that happened. Like, even the sister, for example, they're, like, really good friends when they're, like, you know, children, and when they grow up, they're just really cruel to each other. It's never really explained why. And also, there's just a lot of problems with the script, I feel. And I get it, like, this actually happened, these are based on true events, but you need to have an argument presented into the film why she's living with this dysfunctional family instead of, like, moving out, because you know, you just have to present it in the film just for the sake of the film, not just because, like, oh, it happened because, like, you know, it happened in real life. Like, you need to present it for the sake of the film, so us as an audience can be like, oh, okay, that's why she's, you know, dealing with this crap. And I'll have to admit, like, story-wise, not, like, you know, just going into what happened in the film, but, like, you know, just saying, like, you know, the story behind this film. It's actually, like, really cool. Like, the story of an entrepreneur, what she had to go through in order to sell her product. That's cool. That's, I mean, on paper, or as, like, you know, maybe a book, that's cool, but as a movie? Like, think about it, guys. Somebody actually, like, sat down at a table with, like, a group of executives, and somebody was like, okay, so we're gonna make this movie about this lady selling a mop. You know, Charles, I don't really think that's gonna really work out. Oh, no, it's based on a true story. It's so gonna work out. Yeah, but no, like, I don't think that's really interesting. I don't know, like, maybe it'd be good as a book, but, like, I just don't think that it would work out for a movie pretty well. I mean, mops? Well, I've got Jennifer Lawrence on the line. She's so willing to do it. Yeah, she will sell tickets. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, how much money do we got? You know what I mean? It's really confusing as to why somebody decided to make a movie about this. And if they were to make a movie about it, how about, like, you know, put a little spice in it, make it, like, I don't know, humorous a little bit. It's really even not humorous at all. Like, if I were approached with this simplistic concept of a movie, I would have at least tried to make it as humorous as possible, but it's actually kind of depressing. Like, it deals with divorce, it deals with, like, family loss, and you're really kind of sitting in the theater wondering why the hell she's dealing with all this. Why doesn't she just leave? I understand that she has children, but, like, you know, she has a job, she's working at an airport. Why doesn't she just leave? And like I said, yes, it is based on, you know, a true story, but, you know, we still need reasoning as to why she was dealing with all this stuff. So, I don't know. Like, I don't really understand the Golden Globes, like, you know, thought process as to why they felt as though this movie was supposed to be nominated for Best Movie. I don't know if they were just thinking performance-wise. Yes, Jennifer Lawrence does a really good job in this film, but the film itself is just kind of weak. Somebody selling a mop. I mean, yeah, Bradley Cooper in this film was pretty good too, but that's just two characters in this film, Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper. Everybody else is just so unlikable. Like, I kind of wanted to leave the theater. So, I don't know, guys. It really kind of depends on what you're into. If you're into QVC or just kind of what goes into that business, I'm not sure. Yeah, you should definitely watch it, but I just think that this was kind of a weak story. And I kind of only what I got from it was the performance by Jennifer Lawrence. So if you want to go into this movie, I think you'll like the performance by Jennifer Lawrence, but I think to me it was just a weak plot. But if you're into QVC or just like, you know, kind of what goes into that type of business or entrepreneurship, yeah, I'd totally watch it, but I don't know, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Alright guys, thank you so much for checking out my review of Joy. Comment down below what you thought of the movie if you've seen it yet, like the video, share it, and please subscribe to PixelTalk if you haven't yet for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and gaming content. Also guys, I just want to let you know I have made an official PixelTalk Tumblr page. I know I talk a lot about like trailers and movies on this channel, but like I want to talk more in deep about, you know, certain pictures or movie news that are happening. So I went ahead and I made a Tumblr page. The first thing that I posted was about, you know, that Doctor Strange Entertainment Magazine. So I'm going to be posting more movie news and gameplay news on that Tumblr page. More of me talking or just talking about like certain clips or videos is definitely going to still be on PixelTalk like I've always been doing, but for just the little stuff like pictures and just little news, that's going to be on Tumblr. So if you're really interested in that, I will put a link down below. I've had a Tumblr page for a while, but that's for me. That's for my personal, you know, life. If you wanted to see like, you know, an infotainment Tumblr page, that's the Tumblr page you want to check out. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for checking out my content. I am Corbin Stuckey, and this is Pixel Talk.